into it, or maybe he talked me into it. But I think, anyways, we both go, and fucking like 15 guys in there from school, all already doing it, already advanced. And I was like, all this did was make me realize these guys can kick the shit out of me. I thought guys I could take. I was going, oh fuck, that guy can crush me too. I had no idea. But I'm never flexible. So I think I quit after like 4 or 5 sessions.
Flexibility is something that everybody can gain. It's just you just have to go through the process. Flexibility is not something like, there's like certain amount of explosiveness and athleticism that some people just don't possess, and it would take a long time to get there. But flexibility is something that you just have to work at. I've seen very inflexible people become flexible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? Just by doing it every day?
Doing it every day and just sticking to a routine. You just got to force yourself past the pain.
I'm just nervous. My hamstrings are gonna pop. They're so fucking tight.
You know what you should get? You ever see one of those things where it's like a strap and you put your foot into it and you like pull back on it? Those things are great.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Just take a yoga class.
Yeah, I know.
Go to hot yoga. That's a cheat code.
No, that's a good one.
It gets real hot in there.
Yes.
And you get a lot looser.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, my wife's good at that shit. My daughters do it. I just fucking it hurts my lower back and my hamstring so much that I end up just going, all right, I get up and do a fake water break and just stare at them.
So how was working on this special? I saw you in Vegas. I saw you
I
stand
know
up
you
in
did.
Vegas. It was very funny, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Very funny. I really enjoyed it.
I appreciate it, man. I had a great time making the special. I have a great time on the road. I can't believe it. I fucking quit doing stand-up for, like 20 years or something.
What made you want to get back?
I think I was doing Grown Ups and Rock and Spade and Schneider and KJ were always talking about next weekend I'm going to Niagara Falls, and I'd be like, these guys are all fucking having fun on the road, and then I think Apatow was doing Carnegie Hall. He was hosting something, and he said, "You want to do some stand-up again?" And I just go, yeah, let me do that. And I did it just to make sure that I fucking put together 15 minutes or something. That got me back into it.
And did you just piece it together by doing small sets, or how did you write out an hour?
I think maybe I did a couple of improvs or something. Maybe I went to the improv a couple times, but mostly from doing Letterman. I used to do Letterman and do 2 segments. So I'd fucking sit down with my buddies, write jokes, and just go out there with jokes, and kind of trusted that, yeah, that's a good joke. And I think I started doing that with stand-up too. Just going, this is pretty good. Let me just do it.
And then, when did you start booking gigs?
I did the same shit. I called the guy, this great guy whose daughter was going to school with mine. He would talk about booking acts and shit. I said, I was thinking of doing stand-up again. You want to book me some shows? And then he just booked like a 10-city tour for me, and I said, all right, I better fucking put an hour together for that.
Wow. So how'd you put the hour together? Did you go to the Improv? Did you go to the store? Where'd you go?
A couple times at the store, Improv. I would drive out of town, the Valley, maybe an hour.
Like the Ha-Ha.
That kind of shit. Yes. Anybody.
Flappers.
Exactly, Flappers. Flappers is a good spot to try shit out.
Yeah.
I just did a bunch of. Maybe I went down to the Comedy Magic Club. Is that still running?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
For sure.
Yes,
Hermosa Beach, that's a great club.
Good. Yes, exactly. Except I remember growing up, I would always see Leno and Joe. What is it? Joe? Not. Is it Brogan? What was?
Jimmy Brogan?
Jimmy Brogan.
Yeah, the booker.
Yeah, but he did
stand up as well.
He did stand up, and they were so clean, and they would fucking annihilate. And I always felt self-conscious in that place for how filthy I was. And I'd be like, these people don't want to see this.
Well, the Comedy Magic Club is like the cleanest club in the country.
That right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Miller used to book it.
Did he?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Apatow used to always go there.
Yeah, that's a great little club.
That's a good club. So I forced myself to get a good album. Now when I was on the road the last tour, I have so many you know, I have so much shit that steps on other shit, so I can't really do it all.
Right.
Because if I already said this, so that this joke doesn't make any sense now. So, but I was fucking doing 2-hour shows, and it wasn't that big of a deal.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Because I remember struggling to do an hour of my whole stand-up life. I'd be like, my God, how fucking, the crowd's so bored with me now. I can't come up with new moves, you know? But now, got enough shit. Keep them rocking.
So how long have you been steady doing stand-up again now?
I think like 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
It must feel good, though, right?
It's nice,
to get
man.
back into like a real flow, like a real headliner flow again.
100%, yes.
And go, oh, yeah, I missed this.
I did miss it. I didn't even
It's
know I
the
missed
most
it.
fun.
Absolutely. You fucking were loose. That was, you set yourself up to do a live fucking special. I don't think I could handle that, man. My head be spinning way too much, man. But
I had to over-prepare.
But you didn't have any pauses. You just boom, 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 boom. How long were you doing that set?
Well, I did. Well, you know, because I have my own club, that helps a lot, right? So I was doing 2 shows a night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I was doing 6 hours of stand-up a week, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was doing podcasts and all the other UFC stuff that I do. It's a lot of work.
Right.
That got to be too much. So then I knocked it down to 3 sets a week, 3 headliner sets a week, and then I would do a bunch of short sets. You know, that bottom of the barrel show that I told you that my friend Brian Simpson hosts. That show's the best.
Yeah.
It's like a premise factory.
Yeah.
Because you have this whiskey barrel on stage. It's filled with notes from the crowd.
Yeah.
It's all just different ridiculous ideas for premises, and you reach your hand in, you pull one out, and it's just, you know, frogs are gay, like whatever it is, and you just start ranting about, and you try to come up with bits, and you
land
every
on
now and
good
then,
shit.
you get 1 or 2 every set that you write it down. You're like, this could be something.
That's amazing. Yeah,
and a couple of them made it onto the special.
That's incredible.
Because it's like it's a premise factory.
Absolutely.
So I had a lot of material. I was getting ready to do a special in. I was gonna do one in August of 2020, but then, you know, obviously in March everything shut down, and I didn't do stand up for 8 months, and it was just. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I just feel like just working on my material now. I just feel like just working on stand up and not even thinking about the special.
Yeah. That's a great feeling.
But it's just I was just enjoying working at the